Today for the Bitcoin and altcoin prices. And yes, what the heck has here once again happened to Bitcoin and crypto? Well, I can tell you exactly what happened here. On the 15-minute candles, you can see it. We can see here this so-called, I call it like this Burj Khalifa pattern where Bitcoin was just skyrocketing towards the upside here, actually breaking out of the W neckline, but immediately without any confirmation, breaking down like crazy. And of course, not only Bitcoin, but also the altcoins were following, even including Elrond. All altcoins were pumping and dumping with Bitcoin. And now the question is this a bearish fake out right now a glimpse into the future that we are going to see furthermore downwards momentum, or is this just a shakeout in both ways before we are going towards the upside? I want to address this question, and I want to tell you exactly what I am predicting in the immediate short term with Bitcoin, with crypto, with altcoins, but especially also here with my trade over on Phoenix with almost $8 million in this trade, only $1 million left in profits. I will be talking about all of that, so make sure you smash up the like button to a new all-time high for this very short update video if you want more of these ones, the second and third updates of today, whenever it is necessary. And now let me go over into the charts, and thank you so much for smashing up the like button. Really, the last one once again broke all records, and I cannot thank you enough for the support here on the video. I know it's for free, but it still takes a lot if you like, share, comment, and I truly appreciate it. I know it from my own behavior on YouTube. Sometimes it needs one to push you to do it, and I really appreciate every single one of you doing it. Now let's go over here into the chart, and as you can see on the 50-minute candles, Bitcoin was breaking out like crazy. I have to say, I was getting myself a little bit excited, to be honest, and then we faked out towards the downside. And going over here to the hourly candles, you can see that with a small exception, actually, this still looks like the Wyckoff pattern. I have to say, I made phase B here a little bit shorter, and just for a quick context here, for everyone who knows, this is the Burj Khalifa pattern. Look at it. For everyone who knows what the Wyckoff pattern is, in phase A, we break towards the downside. As C is for selling climax. Then we have alternate return. Then we have the secondary test, and in phase B, we are zigzagging, creating a new low with a secondary test in phase B, and then going to the upside before breaking down in phase C into the spring and building the low. And I have potentially, guys, hold your horses, good news for you. If this is phase C, and of course the Wyckoff pattern is traditionally a daily pattern, it's not perfect, but this is what I was talking about actually in yesterday's video. In the Wyckoff pattern, we are creating 3 lower lows. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. So if this is the low in phase C, we have to disregard this wick, and I don't like that it's there. I have to tell you, this is maybe a hint that it's not a Wyckoff pattern, but so far, besides this, everything is here perfectly playing out, and this seems to be the springing phase C. However, if we are breaking lower, breaking this low here significantly, I will throw this whole assumption overboard, and I will not talk about this pattern anymore. So far, we are still perfectly following it here. And if this is the truth, let's quickly see what this pattern is predicting. From here, we should only see upside, actually, at least on the 4-hourly candles. So if this pattern plays out from here, what we should see is actually zigzag towards the upside, and then in phase D, the final breakout all the way up to 40,000 before in phase E, we are breaking out towards the upside. Of course, guys, take it with a big grain of salt. But so far we have to actually wait and see what the chart is telling us, and wait and see whether Bitcoin is choosing a direction. I can tell you exactly how we can do so. So number 1, let's look out for the previous low not to be broken at 44,187, because we had a big fake out to the upside, which is much stronger than the bounce here on the downside. If we were to roll over again and create a new low and break the previous low, likelihood significantly increases that this is not phase C, that this is not a Wyckoff pattern. However, if we hold this one and the next levels here are going more towards the upside, once again, we would complete phase C, and therefore only in phase D need the last breakout towards here a zigzag accumulation between the 47,000 and 48,000 US dollar levels. And this is exactly what I'm waiting for. I am not trading right now. What I am, let me quickly go back. I am here in the living room because I'm having an appointment, basically an amazing dinner with a lot of friends. Da Vinci is gonna come and many others also. What I am doing right now trading wise for myself before I go into the altcoins, my trade here, I deleveraged it already. You can see that my liquidation price is now at 37,700. But no, I want to go even forward, more forward. I want to add a few more Bitcoin and deleverage myself more. So my liquidation price is below the 61.8. The 61.8, in case this is not a Wyckoff pattern, is at least a potentially likely level to hit. And I wanted to show it to you. This is my personal worst case scenario, and I'm not getting tired of every single time showing you my worst case scenario, because sometimes it's just up to the exact dollar happening as I am predicting it for the worst case. And here the worst case scenario, as you can see it, if I'm going over, is for me personally, because I'm in the assumption of this uptrend here, the 61.8, the golden pocket between 37,500 and 38,333. This is what I want to make sure my liquidation price is below. Let me quickly go back. This is what I want to make sure my liquidation price is below in case we are breaking lower. And now the question is, what is happening with the altcoins? Well, of course, you know I am in Compound, Cardano, MakerDAO, and especially, and this is my biggest position, in Elrond. The reason why I am actually saying, please guys, don't leverage trade these altcoins. You can do it, you can make huge gains, but you have to know that every now and then you are going to get liquidated. And of course, Elrond is much stronger than Bitcoin even here almost recently. But as you can see with this rejection, we didn't even hit the 38.2. So please be very, very careful with trading Elrond on leverage. On spot, it is fine. But so far, I am not trading it here with a big trade on leverage. I'm just holding it spot. And the same goes for Cardano. The same goes for Elrond, for Compound, for MakerDAO, and for all those altcoins which I was mentioning earlier. I'm still holding them, but especially today's FU move was once again signifying that the altcoins are following Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is still king and it will remain king forever. If Bitcoin goes into a black swan scenario, it will take the altcoins with it. Please remember this always, guys. Be a little bit cautious. And of course, I'm still holding all my altcoins. And if this changes ever, I will tell you definitely, guys. Smash up the like button to a new all-time high for the second video update for today, for this emergency update after this crazy move. And of course, if you are doing so, I will be there for you as soon as possible with the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.